guys. My face is too big. I will fix that in a little bit. Tonight we are going to be making, tonight we're going to be remembering Bob Saget. I have been doing tribute videos for celebrities who recently passed away. And just like with Betty White and Louis Anderson, Bob Saget has a compilation of Craig Ferguson visits from the Jay Leno Fly. So we're going to be watching that. Bob Saget was so much, though. Like, I think any child growing up in the 90s felt like Bob Saget was a father figure. And like a couple of, I guess last year during the COVID stuff, he started a podcast called Bob Saget is Here for You. So, you know, he knows that he's a father figure to a whole lot of people because of Full House. And also, he became a part of our family because he was, like, it seemed like he was everywhere in the 90s. Every night he was on America's Funniest Home Videos, you know. Every night he'd be hiding in our living room somewhere waiting to show off videos. And that, I used to watch it so much with my grandparents too, that song is forever ingrained in my brain. I don't think I will ever be able to forget the theme song to America's Funniest Home Videos. It's, let's see. We've got smiles from coast to coast. No. To make you smile. I know it, and I can't remember it. I always remember it after, like, America, America, this is you. Stories from your friends next door, they never told. You might be a star tonight, so let that camera roll. You're the red, white, and blue. The funny things you do, America, America, this is you. And then they would fade out and saxophones. I loved that fucking show. I loved watching Full House, but I never really got into watching Bob Saget doing like stand-up because his stand-up was more adult. And I wasn't ready to see him in that light. So I didn't really watch him when he did talk shows or when he did his stand-up because that was a different kind of a personality that he was putting out, which is obviously fine. But I was a kid and I wanted that clean, wholesome Danny Tanner, you know. I had been planning to visit his grave actually because he's buried kind of near me. He's in the Cedars-Sinai cemetery, which is, according to the maps, a 15-minute drive, a 2-hour bus ride, or a 4-hour walk. But because Bob Saget is Jewish, and they have a tradition that they won't put up a headstone until he has been buried for a year, I think I'm just going to wait until next year when they have his official headstone up, and we'll visit the cemetery then and do a video on some of the Jewish celebrities that are buried there, Bob Saget being one of them. It's a 4-hour walk, but I figure by next year I should be able to make it, you know. So what I'm going to do here is shut my face off, and then we're going to go over to my video player and watch some Bob Saget and Craig Ferguson, which I can honestly say I have never seen any of these clips because I did not watch a lot of Bob Saget when he was on anything other than, you know, Full House and all of that kind of good stuff that we just talked about 2 seconds ago. Okay, I'm smaller, we're good. I can move him over a bit.
Please welcome Bob Saget, everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna have a bit of the same problem that I had with Louis Anderson, where I can't get myself completely off the screen, so I'm just gonna kind of be hanging out here with Bob. I'm sorry that it's kind of grainy. I actually downloaded the best quality I could, so.
Damn fine to see you, but I know you're having a rough week this week. I'm very sorry to hear about your dad. When did your dad die?
My dad died. That would be the way to.
God, that would be it. Yeah. When was that? Last week?
Wow, it was last week. It was last Tuesday, and we had a wonderful memorial for him on Sunday. And he just said, "Go kick ass with your movie." And I said, and those were his last words.
Did you get to say goodbye to him?
Gallows humor, which is weird. It's a very odd thing because my family didn't mean to touch you.
That's all right. It's, under the circumstances, it's fine. Under normal circumstances, don't.
So I can. You were kind enough to be with me, and well, I'll stay on one subject, which is the important one, and not deny. We had a very hard time. My father is and was one of the most hilarious people and most wonderful people that most people that have ever met him will ever know, and I loved him more than anything. And he was 89, and his name was Ben Saget, and he had the same last name. It's coincidence.
Yeah, that's it's lucky. You know, it's interesting. I remember when my father died a year. It was almost to the day.
Which is odd because you and I, if there's an astrological thing, you and I are born on the same day.
On the same
May 17th.
Yeah.
And my mom told me that she did have relations with your father years ago.
Right.
It wasn't relations. They drunk dialed.
Yeah, it's like I miss you. Yeah. But
your father passed away a year ago.
A year ago to the day. Yeah.
Mine died on the 30th.
And what I found actually after he died that people were very ready for you to be over it before you are. Do you know what I mean? People are like a couple of weeks later, people are like, hey, and I'm like, you know, it's very difficult kind of thing to deal with. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Well, and I'm a very private person.
Yeah, me too.
Let me tell you about my loss, millions of people.
Yeah. No, not on the show. You're all right.
People, this is public access.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's pretty good man's Viewmaster.
Do you know what I did to commemorate my dad? Is after a year, so just last week, I got a tattoo. I got the family crest tattooed on my shoulder.
That's amazing.
Remember.
What is the family crest?
It's a big kind of thing with some other things on it. It's a Scottish thing.
Is it a bagpipe?
Yeah, something like that.
I had a tattoo of a pipe put on my back.
Right. So
this is how I deal with.
Yeah. But the reason why I did that was I thought because my dad hated tattoos, and I thought, well, I'll wait a year. If he doesn't come back, I'll get a tattoo. And to commemorate, it's a kind of paradoxical way of doing things. It's like gallows humor. It's
we had amazing. You showed a clip from the movie I worked on for a year. That was Farce of the Penguins, and it's out everywhere on the DVD, and it's doing really well. I'm kind of excited about it. I kind of think my dad actually passed away the day the DVD came out, which is kind of odd and weird, bittersweet because he worked so hard. So that was Sam Jackson, and the one voice says, "Where's that cabana boy? I need new towels." Was Abe Vigoda.
Right.
He's alive. And my dad is not, but Abe is. There's no justice. No. I love Abe. Come on, I love Abe Vigoda. It's gallows humor.
Gallows humor.
To give you an idea of the gallows humor, my dear friend Brad, like a father my dad was to him. My dad was a dad to a lot of you people. He was very, very wonderful. Like, he touched a lot of people, and no one pressed charges. But I did that in the eulogy. This kind of person I am.
Did you say that in the eulogy?
I did.
Did you get a laugh?
We got a lot of laughs. My
See,
friend Brad got up, and this was the kind of humor at the funeral. And he said, Ben passed away Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday morning, he had been watching Bob's movie, Farce of the Penguins. And he said, "Please, someone turn this off." And then I realized that I was responsible. But that's, my mother laughed.
The Jewish tradition of sit and shiva is very much like the Celtic tradition of the wake, though, isn't it? Like, it's not meant to be, miserable the whole time. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
to be like
the Jewish people are miserable the whole time anyway.
Well,
so
the Celts do a good job as well.
Right?
Oh, yes.
So we eat a lot. There's deli.
Maybe I'm Jewish and I just didn't know it. Because I'm definitely miserable most of the time anyway.
Shiva, I believe, translated means deli. So there was a giant. But the wake, you have the body in the house.
Yeah.
We don't do that because we run up the coleslaw around it. You know, we would. I'm sorry. This is.
Gallows humor.
You know what? There are people here, and I apologize. There are people that don't find this stuff humorous, and I apologize for that because some people deal with death in different ways. Sure. And our family we had a lot of loss all the time. So.
Well, the thing I became quite rebellious about it when I was grief stricken though is my grief, and I would deal with it my ways, and my way of dealing with it is very similar to yours. It was reflective, but also it was it's the way my mind works. It's my grief. He was my father. I don't think you should apologize for the way you deal with it. I think that everybody's entitled to deal with it the way they deal with it, and it's your loss, and you deal with it your way. We'll take a break and we'll come back. All right.
I'm gonna take a break for a second too. I did not realize that this was going to start on a little bit of a downer note, but looking at Craig's unfortunately hair, I was thinking that this was around the time that Craig's own father had passed, which was a very sad time for him. But also, he did a monologue. He did a full show for his mom when she passed, for his dad. He was so good to his parents. I have to break in and talk about Craig Ferguson for a minute because he had his mom go on trips with, I'm trying to remember the exact rapper it was. Was it Wiz Khalifa or something? It was hilarious. She just became his best friend. Okay, sorry. Hopefully this will get funnier as we get further into the show. Obviously, they can't talk about his father's death forever.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Bob Saget. We were just actually talking in the break there. The last time I saw you was in Las Vegas, Nevada, when we were doing the Very, Very Dirty show.
The Very, Very Dirty HBO Comedy Festival late night show at season. He was hilarious. He came out and did about 10 minutes of just filth.
Pure filth. I like the word pure filth.
And it was refreshing. But
you, I have to say, have got the worst potty mouth I've ever heard in a human being in my life. Yeah.
No.
There were times when I was listening, going, that was not a cuss word. Right there, that wasn't a cuss word. It was like I was looking for conjunctions.
I invent new words.
Yeah, I know that sound like cuss
but
words.
I did so much family. I don't know conjunctions. I've done so much family television. I have Tourette's now, which is not.
Is that what it was? Was your act blue before you did? Because it kind of drives you crazy, doesn't it, to be clean all the time?
Well, a lot of things drive me crazy, but you were hilarious. That was very nice of you. And you committed to doing that comedy festival on the air here.
That's right. You don't have any job offers for me now tonight.
Well, I'd love you to come to the Shiva.
Yeah, no.
That's when you're very cold and you eat deli because you lost someone. I'm really sorry. You Shiva.
Oh, I see.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I like to apologize before I finish the thought.
I apologize sometimes before I do my act. I go out, I let the audience know that I'm feeling a bit vulnerable and I'm sorry, and then I do the act, and they forgive me.
I apologize before the sex act because there's usually an audience when I do it. Because I work.
I'm usually alone.
Really? We really should call each other.
No, not at all. Not at all. Tell me about the game show. How's
the
that?
game show, 1 vs. 100, is doing very, very well.
Yeah.
They love it. It's like a hit. It's a Friday night, 8 o'clock. I was on that time spot once before, years ago, but now it's on a...
It's a whole different thing now, isn't it? What network is it? ABC?
It's NBC. NBC.
How are they doing?
They're doing great.
Yeah.
And they're friends of mine. I love them. They give me a gift basket.
Have they got a hat? CBS gave me a hat, and on the hat it says CBS.
You know, those
for free, I'm talking free.
The way the networks are such now that all the letters are color forms. They just come right off, and you can move them around. Color forms was a thing back in the day when I was young. This is back in the...
Well, you have this is what I noticed when I was working with you in Las Vegas. You have this huge young following. People that are
they won't
really...
stop following me. They're outside.
No.
They're very young. They're infants.
Hey.
As soon as they can learn to walk, they follow me.
But why is that? You have the MySpace page and all that kind of
I
stuff.
do?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What happened was I did those family shows. And people grew up watching the Full House show, and then they found out what I was really like. And cast members of that show knew because they worked with me. So in between scenes, I was like freaking out. But I love doing that thing. But now I get to do kind of what my comedy is.
And of course, the little girls got Mary Kate and Osama. They're boy, they now they're.
Ashley and Ray Kate. Yeah, they came to my Farce of the Penguins party in New York.
They must be in their early 40s now.
No, they are 1 year older than my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
They all grew up together.
It must be funny to see the attention that these girls get now if you knew them. I mean, you knew them when they were like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I
did. You
feel
very protective towards them.
I do feel
I knew them when they were 9
and
months old.
And I love people make jokes, but I'm like the first person that makes like jokes about people that are famous and stuff. But I can't do it. But they're like children to me. You know, they're like I love them. You know, so it's kind of weird. I'd rather make fun of no one.
Yeah,
I'm just full of love.
Yeah, that's right. You're America's perky sweetheart, Bob.
Well, that's because it's cold in here. But a lot of times when you go through career things, you become people's joke, and I was the butt of a lot of jokes, and that's not fun being. And my last name, rhymes with a lot of stuff. So.
It was the whole thing getting hit in the nuts with stuff for a
People
long
got
time.
hit in the nuts on that video show. It was a horrible thing. Hacky. It was
hilarious. Come on, it was hilarious.
It's enough hacky sack already. But the penguin thing is doing great. It's actually very, very funny. It's an R-rated. By the way, this is not for kids. It's an R-rated movie made out of.
I can tell there with the penguin and bondage gear, right? So that's a giveaway right there.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to. Oh, okay. Bob Saget, everybody, we gotta go.
Never seen that movie. Might look into it.
Yes, an actor. He's a comedian. It's always good to see him here. He smells absolutely lovely. Please welcome Bob Saget, everybody. Bob Saget.
Quality is still horrible. I think it's going to get better.
You smell nice.
Thank you.
You do smell like. It's very nice to see you, Bob.
Very nice to see you. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much indeed.
We have the same birthday.
We have the same birthday. It's not today, but it is. We were born on the same day, like
Exactly.
exactly
Exactly the same day.
1962.
No.
Oh,
May 17th. I'm much older than you.
How much older than you?
1956.
Breaking in real quick to say, I have a friend that I went to high school with who also shares my exact same birthday of February 23rd. Hi, Joe. Birthday twins.
You remember stuff that I don't?
Yes.
He's a big black man.
I remember the 21st hour of September. Is that Earth, Wind, and Fire? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't remember. It was way before my time.
My time.
Yeah. Were you during the 60s? Did you take your top off? And
I
everything?
did. I shook my man chest.
Right.
That was back in the day. God, you smell good.
I do. Yeah.
What is that thing you're wearing?
It's a suit.
Oh. Your suit smells great.
It is. It's the formaldehyde smell. It's actually Bob Barker's, so that you get that kind of.
Yeah, but is he still in the building?
He comes in from time to time,
Right.
to get dirt from his native land for his coffee.
Then he's open the drawer and put it back in. I saw the wheel. I was downstairs and I saw the big wheel.
Wheel of Fortune wheel?
Yeah, is that what that was?
No, what's the other wheel they call? Plinko.
Plinko?
No, Plinko's the diddly deed one. What's the big wheel?
The diddly dee?
Yeah, you drop it and it goes.
I do that when I'm alone in my room late at night. Diddly dee. God, I smell so good.
Yeah.
So how am I? I mean, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I wanted to talk to you about the play that you did in Broadway because I've known you for months and.
No, but you didn't return my text message.
Yeah, well, I pretended I didn't get them. But you were in New York. You did a play.
I did.
Was that a serious play? Like, Margaret, you killed Stephanie. Yes, I did. Back, shoot, knock. No, I did.
That is exactly what I did. I went like that. But that was backstage. But I went. Very nice audience.
You're very
really
forgiving.
nice. Incredibly forgiving. I did the drowsy chaperone, and she was married, so it was wrong. No, but she. Very tragedy plus timing is my career. But I did this amazing play that Bob Martin wrote called The Drowsy Chaperone, and we did it on Broadway.
What is a drowsy chaperone?
Chaperone is a person who is a drunken person that kind of takes care of the wedding about to happen. And the character that I played was created by Bob Martin, Man in Chair. And it was a guy who had no character name, so my mother thought I had not a big part.
Right.
And I told her...
Well, your mother would know. She saw you from when you were very young.
She actually knew. I had a rash, and she had to put an ointment. Do you want me to continue with this?
No.
So, and she was wrong. But...
Move along, Bob. Move along.
See, that's where you stop, right there.
And
see, there's the edge. You went right up to the edge now. Walk away.
Okay. I'm on... No, you're right.
Yeah, I am right.
9 things are loaded up that I will not say.
You have got... I've noticed you're slightly less filthy tonight than you are normally. No, Bob is filthy.
Yeah. But we did that late night show in Vegas.
I loved doing it, Bob.
And you were pretty...
I was filthy.
Body.
I'm a filthy man.
Let me tell you something. First thing, I think it's the day of our birth that did it to us. Other thing, I'm thinking filthy thoughts about these people. That's all I'm saying. Half of them in my mind are naked, and it's not pretty. That's all I'm saying. Except for that dude. So I'm on Broadway.
Hang on. I'm still working on it. The guy in the mustache. Sure.
It could be any of them.
It could be anybody.
I actually did that play, The Drowsy Chaperone, to get back to it. Trying to help you with my non-film mode that I'm in.
Listen, I was all over the place tonight. I don't know if you...
This must be before Lesbian Row was established. Or there would have been definitely a bigger joke than just the mustache guy.
Oh, I know. Well, let's go out. Let's go drink.
We should, yeah.
I was going to say, let's go drunk driving. That's what I was going to say. And I know that you don't partake, but we can still pretend.
Have you been drinking? No, that's crazy.
We're role playing. It's our birthday.
Yeah.
So I was on
We're
Broadway,
LARPing.
and it's really
Did you do jazz hands in the play?
I did actually, because the character was a shut-in, an agoraphobic who lived through this 1928 musical that was fictional, and the play came out of the walls in his apartment. He narrates
It's a hallucination.
kind of.
Yeah. I've had them.
I'm having one right now.
Yeah.
Those smell so good.
I do.
You have had hallucinations?
I have. Have you ever taken any powerful hallucinogenic drugs?
Peg has.
They call this dead air in show business. But
Not to me, buddy. I want to know the answer.
With Billy
I
Connolly.
want to know if Saget takes powerful hallucinogens. Do you or don't you, sir?
I do not, sir.
All right.
But I went through the early
Shrooms.
80s.
You've taken shrooms.
What?
You've taken shrooms.
There was a pizza that got delivered, and it was a mistake.
All right, okay.
And I snorted the chicken.
Okay.
That was what?
A monkey that sounds like a chicken.
Do you have that? Can you play that? I want to hear
please don't put
a
me
monkey
through
that
that.
sounds like a chicken.
All right,
Please. For me. Just for me.
All right, here we go. Well, you do the why are you shaming me? You're shaming me.
What's more just for me? Because that's actually like my favorite thing. If a monkey really sounded like a chicken, I would buy that thing.
Yeah.
And I would raise it as my own.
I would teach it to drive.
Drunk and role play with you and me.
Yeah, exactly.
What about it? Craig and Bob sitting in a tree with a monkey that sounds like a chicken in the middle. Cross-country trip.
That sounds like a movie to me.
It's a road.
No. You know what we have to talk about? You know we have to talk about the benefit. Let's talk about the benefit.
That's smart. Thank you.
Yeah. Because this is important. Every year, it's every year, isn't it?
It's been 2 years since we did it in Los Angeles, but we did it last November in New York. And I'm on the board, fortunately, of the Scleroderma Research Foundation.
Right.
This is going to be a segue of seriousness.
Well, it's important, though. I think we should. It's all right.
And I really appreciate it.
It's all right.
I lost my sister 14 years ago to this disease called scleroderma, which is
Rest in peace.
this is an amazing segue. I apologize, but it's a thank you. It's a hardening of the skin,
Right.
and it can go internally. And my sister was diagnosed and misdiagnosed, and then we lost her 3 years later. But we do these benefits, and we've done them for years. This great lady named Sharon Monsky founded the Scleroderma Research Foundation, and we have one April 16th here in Los Angeles with John Mayer performing an acoustic set, and stand-up by Jeffrey Ross, my friend, and Sarah Silverman, my friend. And Adam Carolla is going to do the auction with me. And
That's awesome.
it's really nice, and we're going to try to raise some money to help put people into remission. And there's no cure for it, but people
But
are
they're
working.
still working on it, and they need cash.
And they need cash, and so I'm out being the promo guide to try to help people. There's hundreds of thousands of people, mostly women, in the prime of their lives with it. And if people want information, I didn't say it, but I have a website that bears my name, my real name.
Was Robert Saget?
It's Bob, but I got it. I got it through my girlfriend, who's a lawyer, so that's going to cost me. But
Your girlfriend's a lawyer?
yeah, I know. She's the
Crazy
best.
bastard.
She's
What the hell
adorable.
is wrong with you?
She's smart. And
Yeah, of course she's smart.
And
She's going to take all your stuff.
no, she's not. No, she's great. And her name is Michelle, which is ironic.
Michelle, the lawyer girl? Are you nuts?
Michelle was also the name of my daughter on Full House. That's not awkward at
that's
all.
creepy,
But
yeah.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But she's
All right. We have
to do a commercial.
Yeah.
But we can
No,
go on
not just a commercial. You're gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are
That's it,
done
I've had
with
enough.
you.
I'm fine with that. I'm going to go find me a monkey that's like
Sounds like a chicken. Bob Saget, everybody. All right. Well, let's have a. What? Who
Who's
could that
that at
be?
the door?
Oh, Bob Saget!
Blondie's getting better.
Bob Saget? What? Here's my dad. Right there. Sit down, Bob. Bob Saget? Sit down, Bob.
Who was that on the
It's
desk?
an
Oh, Snake Cup.
amazing twist of fate. I was just about to do the Tweeties and the.
I saw a
Tweeties.
great set of Tweeties on the way in here.
Okay, that's nice. Now,
Nice to have you back.
Rebecca,
I was out in the hall when it happened.
did she run by?
Yeah,
Hurry?
do
You
not-
at least ran.
I went through a book of matches. Sorry.
No, Bob, no. No, that's all right.
Sorry. That was really
Bob,
rude.
look,
No.
Bob, I warned you. Keep it clean. I warned you in our discussions that we never
We
had.
didn't. We should have twitted
No,
them. I didn't
listen,
think.
no, when we were at lunch the other day, right, and you were talking about the Twitter, I thought, I'll give that a try.
Right.
And then I went on it, and I've gone Twitter crazy.
You're addicted.
I'm gone crazy with it, Bob.
You're twitless.
Yeah, I'm punning on twits all the time.
It is a punster's medium, and you only have 140 characters,
Yeah,
which is
I
how
know.
many people I've known in my life.
Right. Anyway, we've got a new.
I think I did better with the fart stuff. No, not. Please talk.
All right. Okay. So what we do is we get people to email and now tweet the show, and then we read them out and we answer their queries.
Pardon me?
Yes. But we've got a jingle. We have to play the jingle first. Play the jingle. Twitter, tweeting, ephemeral, fleeting, flug and web, face code, twit zone, ass mode, jinx and tweets, und also
Mode.
E-Mail. Yeah, you see?
And also email.
At home,
Yeah.
ass mode is a guaranteed laugh. Always gets a laugh at my house.
Ass mode.
And I'm alone, so it's
Yeah.
fun.
All right, look.
This is a weird
They're not
show.
two colors tonight. You've
No,
gone with
no,
one.
that's what I'm saying. It's all
Right.
now. They're all the tweets and the emails are all mixed up together. And so this is a tweet. All right, you ready?
Yep.
This is from April in Troy, Michigan. Look, you can tell it's a tweet because there's a CBS have put on a picture of a small bird.
Small bird with a tiny little pecker.
Yeah.
He often calls them a tit.
She says, will you be having pancakes for Shrove Tuesday, also known as Fat Tuesday? Are you having pancakes today, Bob?
I did not have pancakes, but if I lay in the right lighting, it looks like I'm resting.
Okay.
She went, what? And
Yeah, I know.
I think she's correct.
She wasn't. She actually went to the bathroom to get high.
You don't want to actually smoke a bowl where there's a bowl. It's like
No,
the wrong
you
term.
don't want to do. All right, this is from this. Now I'm doing an email. You see, I've mixed it up.
Yeah, I see that.
Or an email. This is from Monica in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Have you ever been to Albuquerque?
I have.
This is where this comes from.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it comes from the Rattlesnake Museum in Albuquerque.
So this wasn't like a gift shop item. You went and
No, it was.
It was a
at the
gift.
Rattlesnake.
Amelia McCormack was there, and she came to the show, and she gave me this for free.
So this is really all worked out.
Oh yeah, we
You
were
get a
there
free.
selling this. Yeah.
I've never. Is that an asp? Because you don't want to be putting your
Mouth next to an asp? Sure I do.
killed Cleopatra.
Cleopatra was killed by a poisonous asp.
Well, when are they not?
Never go mouth to asp.
All right.
Commercial coming?
No. I'm gonna make you sit through this.
Say
Wait.
query again.
You're right.
I have a query for you.
All right. Well, I've got a query for you. All right.
Hello.
This is from Monica. She says your new middle name should be Alejandro.
Ooh.
Played
Well, you're
Alejandro.
bringing Spanish to this.
Yeah, I am.
That's
Do you
what
speak
it is.
Spanish?
No.
All right. This is from Sean in Newcastle, Colorado. He
Oh, I
says,
know him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Have you been to Newcastle, Colorado?
No, I haven't.
You've been in Colorado, though. You
I
can ski.
have.
You're a big skier, aren't you?
Oh, I was, and then I stopped.
Well, when you get to the bottom of the hill, you got it.
I actually had a man on either side of me helping me do it. It was
And
that,
then you went skiing.
and then we left the room. And we put more logs on the fire.
All right. Sean says, Hey, Craig, I've played video games for 53 hours in the past 6 days. Do you play video games? Why not? Or which is your favorite one? Do you play video games?
I have. We were hooked. My kids and I were hooked on Nintendo 64. More recently than you should say. We have a lot of Wii. We do a lot of Wii.
Oh, yeah, the Wii, what's the Wii boxing's good. I like the Wii
I
boxing.
actually got Wii, where I simulate urine. In the snow.
You
So it's almost an
simulate
Olympic event.
Aren't you going up to the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to leave?
Yeah.
Don't you have to go to the Olympics right now?
Oh, Bob, sorry. I know you have to go to the Olympics. No!
You got to ski for the second time.
All right. Look, here's a tweet. This is a tweet.
You're very funny on the Twitter, by the way.
I like the Twitter.
Literally just started.
Yeah, I just started last week. Yeah, how many of you got now following you on the Tweety?
It's over the 700,000.
God, I've only got like 80,000 or something.
But you've been accumulating fast because it's all I do is look at what you're tweeting.
Well, I tweet a lot. I think it's it's the start of a relationship. You do it a lot, and then it kind of fades away a bit after.
Have you met any of the people? Have you talked?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I went out to I was doing a stand-up show at the weekend, and I met a lady who has my name tattooed on her neck.
Wow, which is good in case you're with her and you forget your name. You can just look at her neck.
Yeah. When are they not?
I want tramp stamps with my name on them. That's
Really?
my dream. No, please
Bob
take that back.
Saget. That would be great.
That's a good edit. You say that we're going to cut that out a lot on your show, and then it doesn't
No, we don't
come
cut
out.
it out. No, we don't.
interesting.
I mean, we do it. There it is. It's live. How can we cut it out? That's the joke. That's the joke.
That is the joke.
Yeah. Can I read you this tweet?
Please, sorry.
This is from Elise in New Brunswick in New Jersey. She says, I am presenting my master's thesis soon, and I'm very nervous. Do you have any advice? Oh, well, there you go. Now, that's a proper question right there. Did you ever go to college?
Yes, I went to Temple University in Philadelphia, but I wasn't that smart. I made
You
films.
surprised me.
You always surprise me.
Yeah, no. Well, you made films? Were you a
I did.
filmmaker?
I actually won the student Oscar when I was a kid.
From the Academy Awards?
From the Student Academy Awards, they have a thing. I made a film about a kid that had reconstructive surgery, and I won the thing.
What the hell happened? How did you turn into Bob Saget after such a promising start?
I just started working at the Comedy Store here in L.A.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
comedy, and then made some films, but they were all dirty, so then I just kept doing comedy.
Everybody is surprised. When I go out and do stand-up, people say, oh, Bob was here, and there was a lot of people surprised at how dirty he is when he's doing his
I don't think
stand-up.
I'm that dirty.
Oh, you're pretty dirty, Bob.
It's odd. It's all my words, but people put on rain gear like Gallagher just for my talking.
All right, that's enough. We're out of time. We don't have any more time.
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, Bob, don't you have to go to the Olympics?
I'm in them.
We'll be right back, everyone.
God, I miss Craig.
Hey, I'm really excited.
Don't be too dirty.
No, I wasn't
Excited is dirty.
No, I was going to say.
Excited is dirty. Don't say excited.
I'm slightly excited, and that's why I'm. Well, I'm not. But I'm.
Slightly excited kind of implies half chub. Don't say that.
I have a 4 iron. I have a half wood. Can I play?
That's dirty.
I just want to play through.
No, look, just plug the.
What plug? Do you want to do the back?
No.
I've got the show. It's coming on tomorrow night.
Right. See that now.
Okay,
right, do
okay.
that.
All right. Hey, I'm Bob Saget.
That's pretty dirty.
Tomorrow night on A&E is this new show called Strange Days, and they're running 90 of them. Apparently, they're running like 90. It's like 10 o'clock. They just start running them, and it's a really good show. I studied subcultures. What is that you're wearing?
Excuse me, young lady. What's your name?
I'm Bob Saget. I respond to that quickly.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
It's tomorrow night.
but yeah,
What are you doing?
well, I'm not like all the cool kids that on cable. I'm still on broadcast crappy television.
No, I watch this every night in a robe.
In a what?
In a slanket.
A slanket?
In a slinky. I watch this with
Is that some kind of sexy thing?
It is when I wear it. All my clothes are cut out when you're on. It's tomorrow night. It's on A&E.
Wait. No, what's the name of it?
It's called Strange Days with Bob Saget.
You know, what would be awesome is if you could actually be a guest on the show and actually plug it like a normal human being instead of just coming in, doing your plug and leaving, and then leaving me feeling dirty.
I apologize. Well,
That would be dirty.
but you said plugging it like a normal human being.
Oh,
What am I supposed to do with that information? You have the same mind that I have.
No, Bob. I have the same birthday you have.
We do have the same
We do have the same birthday, actually. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. No. Yeah, you don't. There is absolutely no achievement in that. Do not applaud.
Enya
Enya has the same birthday as us. Let's do Enya. All right, Bob Saget, everybody. My first guest today is a very funny comedian. He's a good friend of the show. He's got the same birthday as me. Except he's older, but he was born on the same day, but older. He's much older. He looks a bit older as well. Please welcome Bob Saget, everybody. Bob Saget. Did you hear we were playing the Bob Saget music? Bob Saget, Bob Saget.
I pogo to that music.
Really?
Yeah, with a pogo with no handles.
Have you ever seen?
See, that's not.
Yeah, you started. Have you ever seen John Lovis's stand-up act?
Yeah, in fact, they roasted me a couple years ago on Comedy Central, and he sang.
Did
the
he
song.
do it? Because I went to see John Lovis do stand-up in Cleveland when I was there, and he sang this whole song about you being gay.
Yeah. I know he can dream on, but
I think he really wants you to be gay.
well, he does. He's in a size C cup. I mean, he wants me to do the. I don't even want to give. I can't even give credence to it. But he's a funny guy. But he sings about me being, like that, and that's not fair to the other gay people.
Yeah, because gay people dress really well.
They deserve better.
Yeah, they do. So you're not then?
What?
You're not gay.
I'm always honest with you and open.
Where have you been, Bob? I love it that we have the same birthday. That makes me happy. Happier than you know.
No, I know. It's crazy, isn't
It's
it?
just fantastic. Every day, every year on our birthdays, Bob and I email each other.
We do.
Isn't that adorable?
And then I have John Lovitz call us both.
Gay, yeah.
I'm always thinking of you.
Call us both gay.
Your birthday's it's May 17th. If anybody wants to send Craig a card
Or Bob. But although Bob, you the year in which you were born, when was that, Bob?
It was during the Prohibition.
Yeah.
And I've been spending my entire life trying to make up for that. No, I'm not. What? I've never made alcohol or any distillery in my home.
Bob, I think you're defending yourself too much. Do you have an illegal still in your house, Bob?
Well, I must now that I'm so gay.
Right, yeah. I'm gay and I have an illegal still, but it looks fabulous. In your mouth.
Yeah. No, I don't even drink that much today. I never get enough of you, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Are you in therapy, Bob?
Oh, God,
You
I see
do
something.
therapy hands. I do therapy hands. I've noticed I do that now.
Do you want to know how in therapy I am? I see something flat and I want to lie on it just to talk. This is a desk. It makes me want to just lie.
That might not be therapy. That might be a love of surfing.
or a need for mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. You know, like Baywatch, when your leg, please talk. No, I know when I'm going nowhere. I can tell you.
No, Bob, let me tell you, you don't know when you're going nowhere. I've seen you occasionally.
Well, that's commitment.
And then I've seen you, I'm going, where? Bob, you're going nowhere. And you're like charging down that road. Yak, I'm Bob Saget.
Yeah. That's comedy denial.
Yeah, it's comedy denial.
But
do you still do the late night profane show in Las Vegas?
No, I did it that one time and you came out and did it. And
you
were fantastic.
Well, I was very dirty because they said you've got to be as dirty as you can be. As dirty as you can be. That was the whole show.
It sounds like a good ad for something. As dirty as you can be.
And then you can clean it using the, I don't know.
I like the scrubber, the butt scrubber. By the way, if I saw that in an infomercial.
Sorry about that.
Wait.
No,
seriously.
No. Yeah.
Wait, by the way. Let me explain something. The way his head is shaped, that could actually be part of the brush at the end.
Did I mention I'm single?
Don't go after him, Bob. Don't. He'll break your heart.
Well, I'm talking to a skull.
I do it every night. It's awesome. No, listen, you don't do the dirty show in Vegas? Why not?
No. All my shows, I'm not that dirty. I did family television, so people will see me. Don't laugh at that. No, it hurts me. I'm out on the road. You know, I love doing stand-up. You love doing stand-up.
Absolutely.
I left you a note at the Warner Theater.
I got it. Thanks very much. Then I called you. You didn't get me. I called you. I gave Bob. I'm not gay, but thanks for the note.
No, you tweeted me, and then I thought you said you were gay, and I was all happy. I don't know. Now, where do I come into editing tomorrow to fix this?
There's no editing on a live show, Bob.
Damn. So I left you a note, and that was very interesting. That night when I played the Warner Theater, I had been doing this show called Strange Days, and these motorcycle people came from the Iron Order Motorcycle Club to my show, and 100 Harleys were parked out front of the Warner Theater in Washington.
Ooh.
Didn't you love that theater?
I did. It's a very nice theater. Yeah. Is that your favorite theater to play in the country?
I think one of them. I like dinner theaters because the food is right there. You can act.
I don't know what dinner theater is.
Is
it like a comedy club? They just people.
No, it was like back in the day, you could go see a play like a chorus line, and it'd be like going to medieval times, and you'd be able to eat.
I love medieval times.
I mean,
I love medieval times.
Right? And then you eat prime rib while people joust.
Yeah.
And you throw your bones. That's dinner theater.
Throw your bones.
There's a skull right over there.
No, have you ever been to medieval times?
Yes, I have actually. John Stamos and Dave Coulier took me. John Stamos from Full House.
Not familiar with the gentleman. No.
Took me to medieval times, and we sat in this tinfoil, and you eat.
I've been there. I've been. I went with kids though. That's why I was there. I wasn't there with John Stamos.
Well, we were at the time we were on Full House. It was very similar to taking children. Yeah, it was.
That must have caused a big kerfuffle. And,
it was crazy. But when you're eating ribs and chicken and stuff, and then a man comes toward you with a long Lancelot.
We still talking about medieval times?
No, I'm talking about that other thing that.
Did you have a good time on that Strange Days with Bob Saget?
Very much so. I met a lot of really cool people, and I still talk to some of them. I joined a frat at Cornell, which was very, very cool. An honorary frat member of this thing called the Seal and Serpent. If I'm on your show, knowing you and knowing how you think, and I say Seal and Serpent, that's a name of a frat at Cornell. But you and I both hear Seal and Serpent. We just go to that place. Am I wrong?
I blame our birthday. I think people born on May 17th are naturally dirty-minded, naughty boys. Including Enya. Yeah, because when she's doing the hoo-ha, hee-hoo-ha,
yeah, it sounds
she's really thinking about boobies and other things that are dirty.
It sounds like she's being worked like a puppet. It does sound. Poopies and other things that are dirty.
No,
why
poopies. I didn't say poopies. Boobies.
So why was I work like a puppet so much more horrible? I submit to the jury.
Well, the thing is, Bob, what's happening is that people now expect you to be dirty, and even when you're not, they think you are. It's like people expect me to be Scottish. I'm actually not.
What are you?
Spanish.
I get where you're coming from.
Do you?
coming from
Spain.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Spain, Bob?
No, but I kind of like the music. I want to go there.
Spain? What countries have you been to, Bob, outside of Canada?
Well, Canada.
Okay.
I've been to Mexico.
It's a very popular country.
Been to Italy.
Italy, you say? What did you do in Italy? Did you enjoy the pasta?
Like, you don't remember what we did there.
It was a magical time.
It was. I took you through Venice on a gondola.
And then we went to Italy.
We were just up the PCH.
Yeah.
I
What were
drove
you doing in
you to...
Italy?
What?
Were you with a girl?
Pardon me?
Were you with a girl?
No, I was with a horse.
You were with a horse?
Yes, I
You
did.
took a horse to Italy?
At that
Wait
time-
a minute, Don! Secretary, I know! Well, Bob, I have great news.
You know, I did
have
the-
won a Team Secretariat t-shirt.
This is, I clam. That's fantastic. I will wear this.
Yeah, you can have it. It's free, and it's actually Disney gave them out when they did the movie, and we got a bunch of free T-shirts, so we thought we could use them on the show.
This has been places, man.
Yeah, horse.
That's not a real horse, right?
What are you talking about?
That's what I took to Italy with me, that kind of thing. No,
Yeah.
I think you've had me here way too long. That's what I think. For you,
Sorry. That kind of thing. He just took 2 underpaid interns in a horse costume to Italy.
I'm thinking for you.
You mean tonight?
No, just in general. What are you going to do right after you leave here? Where are you going? I mean, where are you going?
Tonight?
Yeah,
Hell.
exactly. When you leave here tonight.
Strip club?
Now,
Second job?
what, do you
They call me Black Velvet. Gentlemen, please welcome Black Velvet. Sound familiar, Bob? That's right, Bob.
Actually-
What about these, Bob? Look familiar,
Oh
Bob?
my God.
Bob, maybe you recognize them more now, Bob, do you? Thank you.
Leave me alone.
All right.
These
Leave
are
me alone.
these
That's
are
the worst stripper in the world.
Leave me
Here's
alone.
$2. Leave me
No,
alone.
that's how I approach strippers. Please, okay. I was on Full House. I'm really sorry.
You really?
No, I don't. I don't subscribe. But if you were Black Velvet, I'd like to paint you. Actually, I've never. You're not on Black Velvet, like the kind you would buy, like those
Like
bullfight
one of your
paintings.
French
Those beautiful,
girls.
like if you were in a Matador thing, because you've been to Spain, right?
Mouth organ or awkward pause, Bob?
That's the first. Thank God you called it.
Mouth organ or awkward pause?
Pardon me?
Well, when we finish up, I like to finish up either with...
Oh, I know this. Yes.
Right.
Sorry. What do you prefer? Does anyone ever ask you?
Thanks, Bob. I think tonight I'd like to go with both. It's never been done.
Awkward mouth organ.
Awkward mouth organ.
That's.
Just throw it in.
An awkward mouth organ in my life is redundant.
Here's a fresh one we had prepared earlier.
Right?
Oh, it's getting awkward already, Bob. Look at that. It's almost like you don't know how to unwrap that.
What are
organ.
these? Are these Zippos? What are these?
That's what you do is, do you enjoy the marijuana, Bob?
Yeah,
Because you can just roll your marijuana.
I do like to reference it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, roll it up like that. Right. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Awkward mouth organ pause.
All right.
I saw your lips moving away. I hoped I'd never see that move.
It's like an Abe Vigoda moment.
They just went.
Alien extension at a buffet. My aunt looking for Lucky Bagel. Searching.
It was like a wildlife documentary.
You can't see this on cable.
Yeah, that's why people pay for it. Bob Saget, everybody, remember that.
Bob Brain.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
And then
Oh,
the future of the glue factory right over
hey,
there.
don't say mean things.
I know,
Also, not a real horse.
That is not a real horse.
Not a real horse. That's actually it's a crip and a blood.
It's a
inside the same horse. And they take turns. It's my effort to bring peace to the gang wars of Los Angeles.
It's a beautiful thing. So there's a conflict of interest, so like arm wrestling or something. So anyway, it's nice. It's
nice.
I thought it was a puppet. I thought, but that was years ago when you did puppets. But
Yeah,
I was watching late on night. I had like a cold. I was on NyQuil, and I said, "Boy, those puppets got big." But it was that two-guy beautiful thing happening.
Do you like a two-guy beautiful thing, Bob?
If the price is right, where's Drew?
He's behind the curtain, Bob. He's behind the curtain.
I saw that.
No, we got a tiny little Drew Carey. Now listen, Drew Carey got really thin, man. He's thinner than you or me now.
I think it's amazing. I knew him when he started, and he was bigger then, and his tie used to stick straight up. With
Yeah, that's right. His tie used to lie. His tie used to lie flat on his belly. It was like straight up.
Well, he had a string, and it would make it go like that.
Oh, he did?
I think
Did he have a prop?
I think it was a prop.
Yeah, a prop. Did you ever have props when you
I
started?
had a guitar that leaked water. I sang it so bad. I'm really glad you brought it up. I sang Mama Guitar Gently Weeps, George Harrison Beatles song, and I had a shampoo bottle rigged up with a hose behind the crappy guitar, and I sang it. It's an amazing song, and I couldn't have been worse done by a civilian than myself. And I turned the valve, and water poured
Water would
out
come out of the guitar.
all over my pants, and then I would try to do it in like big venues, like a couple thousand people, and no one could see it because it's just a little bit of trickling water. So, wasn't good.
It sounds like a good joke to me, and I think I'd like to see it tonight. No, wait.
I can do it without the guitar, but I'll need to drink 5 gallons of water first.
Nah, it's fine. It's all right. Hey, I haven't seen you since last week.
And you are nice. And
No.
I'm telling you, no, he really is nice. I had a benefit.
For scleroderma research. Yep.
Scleroderma Research Foundation. I had lost a sister to this disease about 18 years ago, and you were kind enough to right away say yes, you would do it, and you were hilarious. You did 20 minutes of.
Did I do 20 minutes?
You did, and
sorry about that. I was meant to do 10.
And then you sang "What's Love Got to Do with It." It was amazing.
Bob, I don't think that was me, and
that was RuPaul.
RuPaul, yeah.
No, but you.
You always think I'm RuPaul because I'm European, but that's not the case. I'm not.
I thought you said almost poo-paul or you were pooing.
That doesn't make any. That makes less sense.
Well, what if you're like in a bathroom?
No. Wait, stop.
It's not going to be dirty.
Oh, okay.
Not even dirty. And it's not going to be worth it either. So
Okay.
Yeah. You're at the Lufthansa waiting room.
Lufthansa?
Yeah, you're in.
Oh,
Germany.
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa. I don't know how to say it.
Lufthansa. I didn't know it.
That's right.
Frankie Lufthansa.
And they say,
that's what I'm talking about.
my favorite comedian, Frankie Lubanza.
Frankie Lubanza.
But they go, would you like to go to the restroom? And you go, no, I need to take a quick poo-paul, which is what I thought you said. That's how long it took me to go from not wanting to say it to saying it and ruining just a
I wish you brought the crying guitar.
It's
it was
having
fun.
a breakdown now.
No, it was fine.
What's the strangest thing you ever did throughout your stand-up lives?
I got beaten up by an audience.
Is that for real?
Yeah. I was in Dunfermline in Scotland. I was really drunk, and I'm from it's on the East Coast, and I am from the West Coast of Scotland. And I opened up my act with going, "Hey, where I come from, they call all you people here sheep shaggers," which is ridiculous. And I thought, "Oh, that's terrible." And now I've been here for a while. I've seen your women. I understand why you're like that. And they go, "Really?" Man. Hey! Wait a minute. In my defense, I was drunk.
Well, also, I have seen their women, and my first response was, ew, which is a sheep kind of sound.
It's a sheep kind of a sound, yeah. It's
We
like
have a lot in common. We both.
Oh, that's a cow, isn't it?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's wrong and it's hot. Sorry. But you were fabulous. That
You were great, although I had to go before you went on. But it was fantastic to see.
sounds like a bad bachelor party.
No, you know who was nice that night? Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's a lovely guy.
Lovely. Did the
Lovely
audition
guy.
and,
Yeah.
made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Everybody, Bill Bellamy, Jeff Ross, and Jeff Garland, all friends of mine.
Yeah, Jeff Garland's a funny guy. He said, "Can I come on your show?" I said, "Yeah, Jeff, anytime." He said, I want to come on and promote Game of Thrones." I said, "Great, but are you in it?" He said, "No, I've got nothing to do with it. I just enjoy it." I said, you want to come on and talk about Game of Thrones? He said, yeah, people should be watching it. It's great. I said, I think people are watching it. He's like, no, I should come on and promote it.
Yeah, I want to promote the new Star Trek movie right now.
Okay, have you seen it yet?
Not at all.
Okay, right.
But I also wanted to say happy birthday to you, because you and I have a
June
thing.
is the same
We have
birthday,
May 17th.
Yeah,
is our birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, you're very strong.
Yeah, I'm very strong. Because
that alone
although
makes you
our
feel-
birthday is on the same day, yours was a few years before mine, so...
Yeah, I'm sorry. You get. So when I'm doing this, you're like macho, and I'm like girl power.
Yeah. That's it. No, I think I actually punched a little too hard. Bob Dylan.
Please, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
So it's Enya has our birthday.
Trent Reznor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm born to the best. Trent's wife is here. And the great Dennis Hopper had this birthday.
Yeah.
Enya's the one that we like to.
Enya. We'll be right back with Bob Saget, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with Sir Robert Saget. It's just been announced Bob is being knighted by the Queen of England for services to comedy, isn't it?
Yes, I went up to her and she said, "Night." Basically telling me to leave. I didn't realize it.
What, the Queen? Do you know the Queen? Or
No, it was just some dude on Santa Monica. But he said night. I said all. Please talk.
Bring out your guitar that gently weeps, Bob.
What's the worst gig you ever had? Beaten up. It's what you're saying.
Beaten up, yeah. What's the worst one you ever had?
I was in Alaska in Anchorage with. I was told to do this gig for cash. I was like 23, and Kevin Nealon and I went with another comedian, and we worked a strip club. And at that time in Anchorage, pot and guns were legal, which was it's a lovely combination when you're performing.
It certainly keeps things lively in a civic environment.
And it was a small civic area, and this lovely lady came out with pie pans over herself and over her nether regions, and she had matches taped to them, just scotch taped to them, and she blew herself out, and then said, "And now the comedy of Bob Saget." And I got paid cash.
Yeah.
And Kevin Nealon is a wonderful guy. We went on
Very funny guy,
around Alaska, and the other comedian, we stayed in like some comedy condo thing, and he stayed in the trailer with the strippers. I think he got the good deal.
Which other comedian are we talking about?
I don't.
Tiny little Drew Carey? Is that what we're talking about? Anyway, we're out of time, Bob.
How can that be?
Well, the universe began with a giant bang, and then,
All right.
apparently, I don't know, it might have happened, whatever you believe.
Well, if it was a giant bang, then there.
Bob Saget, everybody!
Stop him before he talks about giant bangs. I'm checking to see how many. There's 10. We're on number 10, and there's 12 digits, so we're almost through with it. I love when Craig dances.
Welcome back, everybody, Wait there, I'll be right back. My next guest is nominated for a Grammy for his album. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, this is my Grammy-nominated album. Bob Saget, everybody, Bob Saget.
I've actually seen that stand-up that he was showing the album for. I'm here to help. I've seen most of Craig Ferguson's stand-up routines. He is absolutely hilarious. Y'all should check him out if you haven't.
Hey, Bob.
I'm so happy to be here.
They
I'm
are both
very
so
happy you're here,
small.
Bob, and I'm very happy you got nominated for your album.
It's so much smaller than yours.
Yes, I see that. I'm surprised they're in the same category, because look at your album.
But oddly, when we're home alone together, it's a different kind of sizing.
Two things, Bob. One, I've never been to your home.
No, that's true. But
And two, I've never seen your pee-pee, so don't say...
I'm really sorry that I started this way. Look, you're sick, and I feel a little scared to catch what you have.
Oh, well, okay.
Here,
Here, get some of that on you.
Thank you. This is actually filled with your phlegm, I believe.
Yeah.
And you are feeling it's not squirting.
No.
Again, things we
I've had that problem
Things
before.
we-
Here, here's this one.
You did. Here,
It takes a gentle touch to get this one to squirt.
Where did you?
See, I got it to work, but then again, Bob, I'm European.
That's. And where'd you get this? The 44-cent store?
Yeah.
That's the best joke on my comedy album CD. I'm very proud of you, and I was excited when you're pretty much the person. I had a friend call me up that told let us pray that we stay clean. The friend, I can't get them apart. What is in that? I had a friend. That's it.
Yeah, well,
That's my whole story. That was my panel. Oh, may I have that?
Yeah, sure, here.
Let me just run that down to the lab.
No, it's,
Oh, God. Is there anything in there?
yes, there is now. Do you want some?
Oh, absolutely.
Poor
I'm going to get some tofu and...
Oh, no, come on. So you had a friend.
I did have a
You
friend.
guys went off somewhere and,
We
and
went off.
discovered
And
yourselves?
They caught us behind a dumpster.
So,
No, and he texted me. I was out to dinner and said, you got nominated for Grammy for your comedy album. That's what I'm talking about. I said, he didn't say all that. I just tried to add that
right, so that, yeah.
to plug it. And then I said, that's not true. And then I went right to Twitter. And then I said, is this real? Is this good? And you went, yes, Bob, it's good. Because I was quite not understanding it.
Yeah, no, it's a very good thing. Yeah.
And then you tweeted that you were holding smokes or something, that you used some interesting word like you used, like flamboyant or something. Or
Flamboyant is probably what I said. Flamboyant!
something Dutch and Jewish, which Michael doesn't like because of his
No,
racism.
he's a racist. Yeah, I was yeah. I
I would not like to have seen him at Ellis Island.
Well, if he'd have been at Ellis Island, none of us would have gone in.
No.
He'd have been like, no, go back, no. Now, can you say it again, but not dirty?
I've known him a long time now. He might have given me a sandwich and then sent me back to the old country, something like that.
Sure.
So I got the tweet. So I look at your Twitter and then I say, I'll listen to yours if you listen to mine.
Yeah.
And you said, no, we are still deadly enemies.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
But I will have lunch with you on Tuesday.
Yeah, we had lunch and it was lovely. We had the same thing.
We had exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Bob, we're both in our 50s now, man. It just sounds creepy.
It sounded creepy no matter what age.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. It sounds extra creepy the older you get.
Yeah.
You
That's true.
have the same birthday, though, of course.
We do.
Yeah,
That's
except you're older than me.
I am older than you, and I will always be that.
I hope so.
Unless you discover something new. I mean, Jeff's capable of sending you into a future time that you don't want to go to.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought he was just a crappy appliance that was plugged into the wall. I didn't know he had all these.
So that's kind of a sad statement now, knowing that he did pass away before Craig. So Craig will be older than him fairly soon.
It's my flamboyant.
He's a $7 sidekick. I've never seen.
Yeah, I know. Hey, are you excited about getting a Grammy then? You think you're gonna get it?
Put an echo on it.
We ain't getting Grammys.
No,
Bob.
that was the point of the lunch. Was
Yeah.
that was our celebratory.
Yeah, might as well do it now.
Just
Yeah.
the two of us.
But does it matter to you, these award things?
I'm really excited. I was nominated for, I think, I got a Student Academy Award when I was 21.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was that for?
I don't know.
Full
It
House?
was for a film I made called Through Adam's Eyes. So it was a student film.
Oh, right.
So it's been that gap. So it's like a 30-year gap to get to.
You must have won a bunch for Full House. There must have been like Emmys and stuff.
Yeah, I got stuff. They gave me stuff like signs, stay away,
Ah,
a lot of
on.
court orders.
You didn't. No, come on, man.
No, we weren't nominated. That show, believe it or not, it wasn't. You'd think a People's Choice Award or something because it's kids.
Yeah.
But people didn't like it when it first started. Now people are obsessed with Full House.
Well, once shows go off the air, people like them more. That's because they have more hipster value.
That was my place to put a dig in about you, but I can't.
Yeah, I know. I left it wide open. I thought, what the hell, man? Are you taking the night off or
No,
what?
I'm a giant fan and friend of yours, and you talked to me during my moment of Grammy nomination. It meant a lot to me. You were excited too.
I am excited. I'm excited to be nominated, but
you can't go to it. You can't go.
No, I can't. I got a gig in Canada.
What's the gig? You want to say where? So maybe I'll go to it.
It's in it's a Canadian town. We can add it later. Oh no, we can't. We're live.
Damn it!
I saw something today that was really weird. Like, I'm going to make a right turn onto Beverly from Highland, right? So just a right turn, busy traffic, and there's an old lady going across the road. So I stop, right, to let her go by, and she stops too and looks at me, and I'm like, it's okay, on you go. And she went like that. I started laughing, and she did it again. She was really angry at me.
That's so strange.
Yeah, and then I realized it was probably you.
No, I know that because I wasn't wearing a dress today. That's why I know that. But she, okay, I was. But I can't believe somebody flipped you off like that. You deserve maybe. She got to be
People
a
do
fan.
it all the time in LA, don't they?
You can't do it. I flipped off a guy once, and because tailgating's been really bad, all the people it's gotten worse.
Right, it's because people are texting all the time.
I called 911 a couple times, seriously. And
Really?
They said, "Where's the person?" And then I said, "Well, they're at Hillgard now, but they'll be at the 405 in 40 seconds."
Right.
And it was me.
You called 911 on yourself?
No,
You're an attention whore.
No, that is true.
Well,
I actually am an attention deficit whore. Yeah, I need to say something quickly.
You need to say something quickly?
That's what it is.
Oh, no, listen, you know what I remember? It was about Christmas. I was in Scotland. I was in Scotland over the Christmas period.
And you and I were
getting the flu.
Right.
And
in a castle? Was that where you were?
In a castle, yeah.
Is that because you wear a kilt? Is that the truth? Because if you wore a onesie, you would not. If you wore a onesie, you would not have no flu. That's what I wanted to say properly. But you had your
You should tweet that out, homie.
I can't. I got a.
If you was a onesie, then you wouldn't have no flu.
They're not going to let me go to the Grammys.
Yeah, they'll let you go. They won't let you in, but they'll let you go.
I'm bringing.
Anyway, so I'm in the middle of the night because Scotland is 8 hours ahead, and I get a tweet from you and John Mayer, who are at the Chateau Marmont, saying, "Hey, come on over."
Yeah,
like, wait, I have kids. I'm not going to the Chateau Marmont with you and John Mayer.
I have kids, but they're grown up.
Your kids are grown up. My kids are still asleep in bed, beautiful and innocent.
Oh, it's LA. Just bring them. Hey, I got the kids. You kids want a shot?
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't be.
You buddies with John Mayer?
Yeah, we've been friends a while.
Yeah.
He does stand up once in a while. He's done my benefit that
John
you have
Mayer
done.
does stand up?
He does just with a couple times with me. He's very funny.
Is it really?
Yeah, but you've done the Scleroderma Research Foundation benefit, and he's done it. So it's got people that help.
I didn't know he did stand up though. That'd be interesting to see that.
Funny guy.
I hope he's not good.
He's got like 8 Grammys. He won them.
Yeah, but that's for singing and playing music.
Crikey, been brilliant.
Yeah.
We got to go to lunch together. I'm taking my daughter to it. You'll be doing a gig, and I'll be taking my daughter to.
You take your daughter to the Grammys?
Yeah, one of them. So the other 2 are feeling a little dissed, probably.
That's the right thing to do. Divide and conquer.
Well, it took me. When you're a really smart dad, you eventually do have to pick your favorite.
We'll be back with more parenting tips from Bob Saget. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Bob Saget. We were discussing cold and flu remedies. Because I've got a cold and a flu. Is it cold or a flu that I've got, Dr. Saget?
Dr. What?
It's
Dr.
COVID.
Saget.
You feed a cold and you starve a fever and you do them rectally. That's what I learned as a child.
How do you starve yourself rectally, Bob?
Well, you put nothing in your butt for a day, but you.
I'm afraid I'm not prepared to go that far.
I'm out of that contest. No, I guess you gotta eat when you're sick. Have you been eating?
Yeah, sure. I eat all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a fever right now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Let me check it. Turn around.
If you're going to do that, then I'll have to twerk while you're taking my temperature.
Give me a Sharpie. I want to draw numbers on my fingers.
No.
What? They came here. They're so upset. So get better.
You too.
And thanks and happy.
Bob Saget, everybody.
Get better. You do. Just get better.
Thanks, everybody.
Just
Give
do
me a little
better.
time to get my breath back. My first guest tonight is a very funny guy.
Is it?
What is he doing here then?
Clerical error.
Yeah, I understand.
He's the author of a new book, Dirty Daddy,
Sorry,
The Chronicles of a Family Man Turned Filthy Comedian. It's true. It's in stores now. Bob Saget, everybody. Bob Saget.
They're so tall. How the hell? Their legs are just like.
Robert Saget. Bob. How are you? Look great.
Correct. That's all. I was laying in bed just waiting for this. I was laying there holding my book. I had a mic on. I got the call. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm very glad you're here. Actually, you know that Dennis Miller was going to be here, and Dennis has got strep throat. Get well soon, Dennis.
Yeah.
But
Please get well. I actually sent something to his house, and he drank it. Because I wanted to
you
promote.
you wouldn't be the first. And
I wanted to promote my book so bad.
well, and it's good. And we wanted someone who was a political hot potato like Dennis.
Right, and that I have hot potatoes.
You have hot potatoes.
The doctor
Are you referencing your testicles?
That's all I start at my testicles and I end at my prostate. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much. Great to see you all.
The thing that a lot of people don't understand about you, Bob, is you actually are a very filthy man. You and I have been friends for a very long time.
And you are also kind of filthy, but
Well, they know I'm filthy.
Right, but because I did family television,
Right.
it's like an opposite day shock to people, but I've been doing that since I'm 17, the comedy part of being odd and weird humor.
And dirty.
Yeah, but you're kind of like that, and we have a similar sense of humor.
Well, we were born on the same day.
It's exactly the
That's
same day.
true.
As
Although you were born a number of years before me on that same day.
I'm old. I'm 78.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look good, though.
I have a painting at home that's rotting because there's a Dorian Gray.
This
You wouldn't
Dorian,
know,
yes,
you're very
Dorian
young.
Gray.
But they don't know.
A lot of these people are from out of town.
No, I'm all for out of town. Let's hear it for out of town. I didn't mean to take control.
You didn't. So look,
You're very good at this, by the way.
well, thank you. I don't know that you're very good at this. I mean,
Well,
you write stuff down. It's funny. It's rude.
It took a year and a half to just to read it for me, but I actually took a
Is
year and a
this
half
you
to write
as a youngster?
it. Yes, it is.
What a beautiful. I had
Yeah.
no idea you used to be a girl.
Yeah, I was. Well, used to be. Yeah,
You look so lovely.
I was a nice little girl. I was 9, and it was a nice childhood. I had a lot of things happened in it.
If you had such a nice childhood, how come you ended up a stand-up comedian? Whenever I hear a stand-up comedian say my childhood was great, I went, you need therapy, pal, because
Well,
obviously was.
the truth of it is, at 9, it changed. There
What
was a lot of deaths. So my father lost his brothers at 9, 11, 13. I was that old, and they were all dying of heart attacks at 37, 40, and so I got weird. And
Yes, that's
and
what happened.
I started doing stand-up when I was 17, and there was
That's
a lot
too
of,
young.
and that was young. And I did a lot of clubs, and then I started to have weird humor. One of my first jokes was, I have the brain of a German Shepherd and the body of a 16-year-old boy, and they're both in my car, and I want you to see them. Now, that's odd. That's really odd. And I was 17. And then, cut to, I'm on Full House as the dad.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is a
what happened.
dream. It's a dream, nice thing.
Yeah, it was great, and
Yeah.
you actually created the Olsen twins in a lab, right?
Everything is from my cells. Everything's been created.
Careful, Bob.
No, nothing.
You've never done jokes about the Olsen twins, have you?
I've skirted them. What? I love them. They're like, they're a year older than my oldest daughter, and we're all friends. So
Did you teach them to do your bidding? Like if you...
My
if you-
bidding?
Yeah, your bidding. Like,
Oh, sorry.
If an Olsen twin answers the phone and you say the certain word, they go, kill the queen, and they have to go and do it?
no,
No.
they're
What's the point?
there's actually a chapter about Full House in this book because I'm close with them. They're really sweet. I'm close with all the people from that show. A little too close with Stamos, but what are you going to do? I mean,
I think Stamos may have been...
that's a horrible picture.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, John. No, Stop.
Yeah.
I had a comb over at 12.
Yeah, look at that.
Those are welding glasses. I could
Hello, lady.
I could fix him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah.
I'd like to fix him.
Yeah, I'd like him fixed.
But this is a book. This is a book about comedy and death, and my testicles come up a lot. It is not for kids. It's a 15-year-old and above book, I would say.
Well,
this is
that's
a messed up thing. I don't think I should tell this story.
Troll
No,
man.
If
It's a
you
troll doll.
think it's messed up,
Yeah,
then it's messed
It
up.
says, you've got.
I just saw the word dildo in here. I don't think you should tell the story.
That's not there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll tell the story very quick. I'll make it quick.
tell the story. Then.
All right, that's a naked troll doll. When I was 6. I shouldn't tell the story. I'm going to do it. It'll be fine. You won't have to cut it. You won't have to pixelate my mouth or my hands. I saw Ricky Gervais the other night. It looked like Scrabble. It was.
That's
you
who
guys
Ricky
were
is.
hilarious.
That's who Ricky is.
It was adorable too.
Yeah,
I loved
he
it.
is adorable.
I watched it a few times. No, shouldn't have said that. But that was a next door neighbor girl. Not her.
That you lived next door to
I
a
lived next
girl
door.
that looked like this?
She was a troll. She lived under a bridge.
Is that one of the Olsen twins early on?
Oh.
Well, then tell the damn story, Bob.
Well, I traded the girl that I've never seen a girl before. I was like 6 and she was like 4, and I'd never seen a girl in the garage, and I asked her to show me her. I was a kid, and I traded her a troll doll. And then...
Bob. Don't tell the story, Bob. Don't tell the story, Bob. Oh, there's a better story. Look, it's you and Stamos doing something.
Yeah, we did a cuddle video for Project Cuddle, which is one of his.
Oh yeah, Project Cuddle.
No,
Yeah,
but that's for kids.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's really. You don't want to go there. I just got back from Australia. How do you like that? It was great. You know what happened?
Hey, been anywhere lately?
Can you believe I traveled on a plane?
Oh, what? I thought you just bought a house.
Oh, no, the house is good. I traded the troll doll for a house.
No.
I went to Australia, and you know the flight is 14 hours? What? Yeah, hello. And so they told me you leave at 11 in the morning and you arrive at 7 in the morning the same day. So, where's the missing sock? So I realized, if anybody's listening, that if you go back in time. You land before you took off. How does that happen?
If you keep doing it, you can go back in time until Australia was just, convicts from England got it. Aye.
It's a penal colony when you
A
finally
penal colony? What kind of a colony is that,
Where
Bob?
you put your penal.
We'll be right back for more hilarious antics.
Jeff's hand is broken.
Yeah, freaked out, right?
I cheated.
Yeah, because it's like, we're back.
truth.
Yeah.
No, we're back.
No, we were just talking about, because, we're in our 50s. I'm 52, you're 58. 58?
Yeah, I just had my odometer set back.
So, and we were talking about how, you got to be cool with it because there's no other option, right?
You have to enjoy your life because life is just difficult for many people. So
You should put that on a t-shirt, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the back. I don't know what that means. It just sounds wrong.
Well, get a tattoo. Get a tattoo.
I'm gonna get a tramp stamp of it.
Live for the day, just above your ass crack.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I could have used it yesterday. Hello. I'm looking for a cut point for you.
You're all right. You can't cut a live show, Bob.
No, that's true. That's right. It's so late. I'm so tired. But I had a.
Well, you just came in from Australia.
By the way, how about that Melbourne? That's a great city.
Melbourne, what a city! I love that city.
I do too.
Yeah, I actually love Sydney too, and also the town.
I was in Sydney.
And also
that town.
down in Australia. Yeah, no, just the comedy rules. You have to do it.
But you go back in time when you come back. What?
And you go back in time. So if you go to Australia and come back, it's like horses and carts.
Yeah. And you know what else they say? They say don't congregate around the restroom. Now, who would do that? Why would you want to inhale? What?
Oh, on an airplane, congregate around the
They
rest.
say that. They made an announcement. Don't congregate around the rest of
Well, it's been a lot of
Boy, that
Australian-
chicken Sydney ate was good. Oh, Sydney, what? I brought Sydney back.
Now, listen, we're going to be flying back in time, so I don't want any of you blokes hanging around the restroom there.
I really loved Australia. It was
Well, it's a
really
amazing
like,
place. A lucky country, mate.
It was.
That's
They
great.
said all that stuff, but I didn't want to go, down under jokes and all that stuff. I just wanted to entertain them. I did a tour, and it was really quite
Down under
lovely.
jokes.
They down under jokes, Shrimp
Down
Barbie, Good Day, all that stuff. And then I didn't meet anyone either. So it was. I walked into my room. I know you want to know this story in Melbourne.
I love you, man.
I love you a lot. Well, I love you.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you.
Okay.
I'm talking.
It's getting weird.
That's. I'm comfortable with this.
Okay.
So I walk into my room in Melbourne. I lift the lid off a beautiful thing that's there, and it's all kinds of meats. It's
What do you mean, a beautiful
Well,
thing?
it was my birthday, and you tweeted me
I
on
did.
our birthday.
Yeah, I always tweet you
And I
on
was
your
so excited because it was actually the real day of my birthday.
I think I texted
because I
you.
was
I
a
didn't
day.
tweet you. I texted you.
We texted each other,
Right.
and then you did tweet too.
Oh, did I?
Sorry, there's like 4 car alarms going off now. What the fuck? Okay, thank you.
Trent Rest, who's the other
Trent
guy?
Reznor, yeah, and Enya.
Oh. No. Sugar Ray Leonard also.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Same day and age as me. Exactly.
And also somebody else.
Well, Dennis Hopper was the great
Dennis.
Hopper.
Yeah, I love Dennis.
So the thing was, there was a giant. Back to me, there was a giant plate of meat in my room. Like weird. You don't eat meat a lot. You do eat meat? Yeah. I've had a lot of farro with you. Like you've eaten good barley things.
Me a pharaoh.
You must have a great colon.
I've got a movie of it if you want to see it, actually. Please.
I'm gonna add it to my reel.
Bob, we're out of time.
Okay.
Bob Saget, everybody. Stand-up comedian, he's an actor, he's a producer, he's a director, he's a writer of a book called Dirty Daddy, which is available in paperback now. He's got his own website entitled Sexy Bob. Yeah. That last bit's a lie. It's Bob Saget, everybody! Bob Saget!
It's a large man dipping another large man. There's nothing homosexual about it.
Oh, Bob, it was like a nightmare there. Just as we were dancing around, and then you said, I'm gonna tip you. And I was like, no! And you went, and I was like, oh!
And I didn't drop you, which is a
You
miracle.
didn't drop me because I put my leg behind me in a rather ungraceful tripod stance.
Which means you have obviously done some adult film work.
I have done adult film work,
Go into that
but
tripod.
the way I approach it is I run the adult film and then I work on myself. Hence my thin wrists.
So there's a lot. That's a good aerobics.
It is. Do you have a bit of a cold? You sound a little hacky.
I'm hacky in general.
No, I mean a little.
Yeah, I had a thing. I had a throat thing, and I slept for 72 hours, and I hung upside down like a bat.
Why?
Because
That'll hurt your throat. That's what hurt your throat. You shouldn't do that.
I like to defy gravity. As my parts get older, I like when they hang
Oh yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
I'm
a trip down memory lane. There you are, penis.
I'm more like a fighter,
Yeah.
So there's a little bag.
Yeah. No, they don't want to hear it, Bob.
Well, I do want to say, which is a great edit point,
Oh yeah, sure.
that I have feelings about this departure of yours, and
Where am I going?
You're going to many places. You've got 2 shows and a castle. You got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like a crazy rich millionaire.
And you eat like healthy food.
I eat healthy food.
Farrow.
But I still have my birthday on the 17th of May.
Which is also my birthday.
Also.
Enya.
Also.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Also.
Dennis Hopper.
Also.
Other people did.
Trent Reznor. You always forget Trent Reznor. Always. I don't know why Trent Reznor's the only one of us who's talented.
You're correct. I'm going to raise that bar the more I hang upside down and drop my baggage and punch it like a punching bag. See, when an audience gets no response, that's when I keep working on it.
No.
That's my job.
That's not no response, Bob. That's shock. That's a completely different. That's not no response like, it's like
I
this.
see. It's not a negative. That's how I feel my last look will be as I'm going out on this earth.
A lot of us go out like that.
That's not
One more thing.
What if you're laughing? What if you're watching something?
I hope I am. I hope when that time comes, I'm like,
Well, I am going to miss... I mean, I never really cared about Jeff that much, but I like him. There's something I like about him.
Well,
he's funny. He makes me laugh. And that...
a penis punching bag.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to miss you. And you don't have... do you have nuts?
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah, they're not here, but yeah, I've got them.
And is that thing... That's a female.
That's a horse with 4 testicles right there. 4 testicles, 2 penises. I think penises is a plural. I've never had to use it.
And
so I don't know.
You're saying you've never had 4 penises around you? Or?
Oh, I've had many around me, but they're usually covered in pants. And we're shaking hands and smoking pipes like gentlemen.
So it's just you solo in a smoking jacket, if you will, and there's...
No, you're trying to make everything a porn movie, and not everything is a porn movie.
You're just saying you're shaking hands with random penises.
I'm not shaking hands with penises. I'm shaking hands with gentlemen who, I assume, for reasons of biology, will probably have penises tucked away somewhere in the nether regions.
May I just say...
I'm enjoying
How
myself.
can you call them gentlemen if you're... their penises are...
But they're not out there. They're in there. I'm talking about filling...
Are they going to examine?
No, come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
I'm going to miss that cup.
You know, yeah, well, it's coming with me. Everything, all of this, I'm taking all of it into my new apartment. All of this, this land of wonder, this TV equivalent of a Rite Aid, I am taking with me.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm taking all of it. I'm going to put it in my new apartment.
Where's that going to be?
Des Moines.
You can get there.
I like Des Moines. Have you ever been to Des Moines?
I've been actually had to go there. I went through Cedar Rapids.
Did you play the Hoyt Sherman Theater?
No, I think it was closed that year.
No, Hoyt Sherman Theater. That's the one. Hoyt Sherman was a famous realtor in Vermont. Not Vermont. Iowa.
And Des Moines, which is not far from Davenport. There's the 4 cities, the Quad Cities.
The Quad Cities. You know why they call them that?
Because they worked on their quads?
4 testicles. They're the 4 testicles, a gateway to the West.
You know, that reminds me of a story.
Oh, God, no, does it?
It really does.
I really was hoping that things wouldn't remind you of stories.
It'll be a short story.
Oh,
like
God.
Probably.
Why, Bob? Why?
Because
I got through 10 years with nobody saying that reminds me of a story. Now you, Bob, act 2, Bob, act 2.
I think this is
Bob!
Wait a second.
And you know what?
Tell the story. Come on, tell me.
I choose to follow that.
Okay.
And 2 testicles, yes, Bob.
Okay.
So I'm in a restaurant and Russell Crowe comes over. So it's a name dropping story.
Oh, right there.
Like right.
Good eye, mate. How you doing? Gladiator, shrimpy Bobby. I'm just added to...
Yeah, put another shrimp on the Barbie, Gladiator.
Yeah, that's right. He loves it when you say
Do you
that.
do you like the shrimp? I'm Gladiator. That'll be.
Oh, yeah.
It was a female shrimp.
Yeah, I got it.
So Russell Crowe comes over and he goes, "Hello, Bob Saget." So he said, "My name is 2 parts," which scared me a little because he's strong.
Yeah.
And he said, "I have a joke for you," and I'm not telling it right at all. He said, "What did the man with 4 penises say when he was 5 penises say when he was asked by his doctor, how do your shorts fit?" And I said, "Like a glove."
Right.
That's the punchline.
That's the joke. I know that
I
joke.
said, "Like a glove."
Yeah.
Russell Crowe said, "You gave away the punchline, Bob Saget." You weren't supposed to give away the punchline. And then he gutted me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I would have never been reminded of that story, except for the quadropenia that you've been bringing up.
Quadropenia?
Quadropenia is what you go by the who?
Yeah, the who?
The who, what, and where, and
Hey.
you can climb a mountain.
No,
like that.
Bob.
No, you had to climb a mountain, and there was nothing but your buddies climbing up, and all they had was.
And they were excited about reaching the top. Yeah.
Planet. They take Viagra before they go. You then throw. Please.
I like this plan, Bob. I like it a lot.
Please.
I like it a lot, Bob.
Please change the subject. Please.
I'm trying to, Bob, but you
Please.
keep going back to the old gentleman.
Please do anything.
I'm trying to, Bob. Actually, what I'm trying to do, Bob, is wrap the rocket up and go to a commercial break, but you won't let it happen, Bob.
I want to pay homage to you. I want to pay you in cheese. No, that's from
Fromage.
I want to say how wonderful that you are at
Do
this
you have to,
job,
Bob? Do you really
and how
have to?
much I respect you, and I have your number, and you and I can see each other, but I'd rather say it publicly in front of these nice, shocked people that you are a genuinely good person. And I've even seen you when you're in a bad mood. And I turned over to you that morning, and I said, what did I say? What did I do?
I think that's it. Yes. I want to stop it before it accidentally goes into whatever is coming up next on my playlist. Okay, so this was my little tribute memorial video to Bob Saget. He was a very funny man. He was a dirty man, which is something that if you grew up like me watching him on America's Funniest Home Videos or Full House, you might not have realized. And it legitimately caught me off guard when I first heard him doing stand-up, because he is a dirty motherfucker. And just like Craig, you know, which is, it's hilarious, but when he is portraying such a clean-cut, you know, OCD clean-cut father for so many years, and then you see him the way he really is, and it's like, ooh.